Coming to you live from the Putasos Podcast.
Oh no! Just slapped him! Like that!
Alright guys, welcome back. It is Putasos Podcast, episode number 34. You already know who it is. It's Baby Joe.
Sammy Fresh Cuts.
And we have a lot to talk about today. So, Sammy Fresh Cuts.
I don't know.
So we got a handful of things to talk about today. The first thing we're going to go over is 301. Card coming up this weekend, pay-per-view in Brazil, headlined by Pantoja versus Usyk. A couple good fights on that card, but not really the most stacked card you've ever seen.
Sorry.
You got Jose Aldo coming back to fight Jonathan Martinez, which is a cool one. But outside of that, there's not really too many.
Yeah, it's a lackluster pay-per-view after 300. Or in general, even if 300
In
was
general,
before that,
yeah. They do a couple of these a year. But the cool thing about this one is you have a dark horse in Usyk.
Mm-hmm.
What I mean by dark horse is someone that competes very, very well, but he hasn't been seen at the top of the division yet.
Mm-hmm.
So no one's really been able to exploit any holes in his game, if there are any, that people have seen. So Pantoja is going to be the first one to step in there and try to do that, which could be good, could be bad.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking they hope that Usyk wins. I think
the UFC wants Usyk to win too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that shot was kind of just, like, giving him the title shot was random.
It was random as
You
fuck.
could have.
He just beat like a 9 ranked.
And I get it. He had a really impressive win, but there was other guys coming off wins that deserved it more.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's interesting. Usyk, like I said, he hasn't fought any one of the elites yet. So how do I word this? If there was any holes in his game that someone wanted to exploit, Pantoja has to be the first one to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is hard, bro, because let's just say he goes for something that he thinks is going to work, but it doesn't. He has nothing else to base his game plan off of.
Yeah.
Like, all right, like, what's my 2 and 3 and 4, my fallback?
Yeah. Pantoja's pretty well-rounded.
He's super well-rounded, but for Usyk, he has all the footage, all the everything in the world.
Yeah, his tendencies,
everything. And the thing about Pantoja is he's fought everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Everybody at the top.
He's at 11-0 versus the top 10 in the UFC or something like that. Something stupid like that.
Yeah.
So it's going to be pretty cool. I'm excited to see it. I hope Usyk pulls the upset off.
Me too.
I picked Pantoja by third round finish.
Third round finish? Okay.
I'm pretty sure I picked third round finish.
I'll go Usyk by third round finish as well.
I just think Pantoja's going to make it a point.
I think Pantoja will win, to be honest.
I picked a third round 2K.
He's good. Okay.
I think it's going to be I think Pantoja's going to be smart. I think he's going to grapple a lot. I think he's going to find himself in good spots and put him away down low.
I think they want Usyk to win because there's not really anybody in that flyweight division that has that one-punch knockout power anymore. Besides Alex Perez.
Yeah. For whatever reason, at flyweight, whoever gets that belt just dominates the division.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, right? Obviously, Mighty Mouse dominated the belt for so long. Cejudo got it. The only reason he left is because he went out. Mm-hmm. And then it was Moreno and Figueiredo for the longest time. Yeah. And now Pantoja is just running a clinic on everybody. Mm-hmm. So I feel like the division gets stagnant really quick because the people who get there, like, they tend to dominate. Which, that's what
all power to him.
Yeah, bro.
So you got Usyk. I mean, you got Pantoja. I got Usyk knockout. UK.
Yeah. Think so? He's from Australia, right?
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Co-main event, Jonathan Martinez, Jose Aldo, return of the King of Rio. Is that 135?
The King of Rio? Doesn't he fight June 29th? I own. I'm just playing Jose Aldo.
The old King of Rio. Nah, Jose Aldo is making his comeback. I think I don't know if you've been following along with, like, why he's coming back.
I haven't.
Because keep in mind, he retired. He's already been inducted to the UFC Hall of Fame. He was good. This so happens to be his last fight on his UFC contract.
Oh, he has one more fight?
But he's been very, very vocal.
He wants to box?
He wants to box on Mike Tyson, Jake Paul undercard.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's supposed to box.
So he's fighting.
He's going to fight Dean the Great.
So Aldo's fighting out his contract, basically.
Oh, okay.
But Aldo's wild. So I saw this on Twitter. Aldo was supposed to fight Dominic Cruz.
On this card?
On this card. And he said, I want a top 10 opponent.
No
and they gave
way.
him a top 15.
Damn.
But I was thinking about it, and I was like, bro, how dope.
If he retires on a W?
I'm just saying, like, obviously both past their prime. Yeah. But how dope would it have been to get a Dominic Cruz versus Jose Aldo?
That would have been lit.
Because when they were both champs in their respective divisions, they were running it. And
they were running the divisions.
Everyone wanted to see that. So I was like, damn, how
Why didn't that fight happen? Oh, because Jose Aldo wanted to top.
I low-key think that he didn't want to do Dominic Cruz dirty like that. Because I think that Aldo would fuck him up.
You think so?
Yeah.
Because Dominic Cruz's last fight was...
He's just kind of... He's past it, bro.
Yeah.
I love Dominic Cruz, but...
Me too.
Although he's not at the top of the division, he's still lethal. Like, he still hits hard. He's still fast.
Yeah.
You know, it's just unfortunate the sport's caught up to him. Dominic Cruz is just getting like old, I feel like. You know?
Yeah.
But this fight's going to be cool. Jonathan Martinez is coming off a really good statement win of Adrian Yanez. Yanez, I like to call him the bantamweight Jorge Masvidal. I'm serious, bro. He's a good striker, and like it's a trip how like similarities, just on like mannerisms.
Yeah.
But it's coming off a really good stoppage of him. He's a great striker. He's really good at leg kicks. I'm a little tossed up on this fight, but I'm gonna go with the GOAT. I'm gonna go with Aldo.
The GOAT?
Featherweight GOAT, maybe.
I'm going with Jose Aldo as well. I think it'll go decision.
I think Aldo's gonna go balls to the walls and try to put him away.
In the first round?
I think he's gonna go. What does he have to lose?
Retire?
Yeah.
And go box?
Yeah. I think he's gonna get a finish and bounce. I think that gets him a higher payday in boxing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So.
See how that goes.
Yeah, that'll be a good one. I'm excited for that one. A couple other fights in the card I just kind of want to point out. Anthony Smith is returning versus Vitor Petrino. Petrino's solid as fuck. Young guy too on the come up. Anthony Smith, though, the one thing I'll say about him is he is in any fight. He is a vet of the game. He's great on the feet. He's probably better on the ground. And his fight IQ in general is really good. Plus, he does a ton of broadcasting. And just kind of naming the game. Like when you do it so often, you just get good at analyzing people.
Yeah.
So
watches all the fights.
I got Anthony Smith. I picked him by second round submission.
Okay.
I think he's gonna work his takedown game and put him out.
He's got about 45 more fights than Petrino.
Dude, he has so many fights.
37
so
and 19.
many fights, bro.
Pro fights.
It's crazy how many fights he has. That's a good one. Who do you got on that one?
I got, I'll go Vitor Petrino.
So, Michael Pereira is also fighting, and so is Paul Craig.
Yeah, Paul Craig.
But we'll kind of leave those out for now. I don't think we need to go over those too much. Does you want to?
We'll just call out who we got. I got Pereira, and I got Borhili. How do you say Borhilo? He had a good last couple of fights, bro. I remember this guy. Who did he knock out? Bralho? Who did he knock out?
0-2.
No submission. Never mind. I'm high. They're all decisions. So and a submission. I got Paul Craig as well.
Paul Craig's nasty, bro.
He is.
Paul Craig is nasty. He's good. He's taking out some big names too. He beat Jamal Hill.
Oh, he did, huh?
Yeah, bro. He fucking left that fool's arm all broken in the octagon. All savage.
Oh, yeah. Jamal Hill wanted to keep fighting?
Yeah, dude.
And then prelims. Yeah. On to the next.
Yeah. Real quick. So before we go into the next card, I kind of want to go over this because it's coming up.
Yeah.
Canelo versus Munguia. I'm excited for this one. I learned a lot about boxing from my barber. He loves boxing.
Oh, yeah, he does.
But
didn't we record something?
We did, yeah. It was like the third episode or something.
Oh, yeah.
But Munguia, you actually put me onto this. Munguia's 43-0.
Yep.
I think they came to the U.S. after like their 25th fight, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
It was like
I don't know if that was.
They've had a solid 20 fights in the U.S.
Yeah.
You know, so they've been fighting. Munguia's been fighting in competition. Canelo's Canelo. He's the guy. You know,
Biggest name in boxing down there.
I wish I knew more about boxing to give a better
analysis
opinion.
of the fight. Yeah.
But one thing growing up that my dad would always tell me, no matter how much you hate him, no matter how much people talk shit about him, you don't bet against Floyd Mayweather.
Okay.
And I feel like Canelo's like in that space.
Canelo's the same guy.
You know,
Unless he's going against Bivol.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, outside
or
of him,
Mayweather.
Outside of him and then Mayweather a long ass time ago.
Yeah.
Who beats Canelo at his weight?
Yeah, no, but yeah, exactly at his weight.
At his weight, who beats Canelo? Yeah, and I could tell from the press conference like he's thinner. You know, he's cutting a little bit of weight.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I just don't. Again,
Yeah,
not the best boxing guy, but
Yeah.
I would just pick Canelo because based off history, who beats Canelo at his weight?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I got Canelo. It'll probably be like a, I don't know, 7th, 8th round stoppage. That's
We're not
usually
sponsored yet by Celsius, so I'm drinking it in a cup.
I'm drinking it out of the can because I didn't grab a
Because
cup.
you don't care about our business.
This shit's got me wired, bro.
No,
I think this is the first Celsius I've ever had. It's kind of giving me a headache, to be honest.
Did you watch the press conference for Canelo and Munguia?
I didn't, but I watched a highlight of it.
On Twitter?
Yeah, or not on Twitter, but on Instagram.
On Instagram?
Look, I had Eddie translate it for me.
Dude, that was intense. Oscar's a savage, bro.
Yeah, no, right.
They were like talking shit about each other, and at one point in the press conference, he said something along the lines of, "Don't forget that my promotion is the promotion that made you who you are, and in my promotion, there's one name attached to it, and that's mine. So put some fucking respect on my name."
Yeah, then Canelo just started firing off.
Yeah.
And he's like, "You didn't make this script. It was already laid out for you."
Yeah, he's all, "You didn't write that."
He's like, "You're a fucking idiot."
Yeah.
Just going off.
Bro, I love the beef though.
I know.
love the beef. It's funny because if you talk to any real boxing fan that's like Mexican, they don't fuck with Oscar at all.
Nobody does.
I love you fuck with Oscar.
Yeah.
I just like his antics, bro. Like, okay, obviously I don't like if he is stealing from fighters, I don't think that's cool.
Oh yeah.
But like when I just watch Oscar, I'm like, he's literally the older version of Ryan Garcia. Like, they're just so entertaining. Like, they just jackass a little bit. You know, but I don't know. I liked watching it.
You watched the whole thing? Or you saw the...
I watched the whole thing this morning. I was kind of paying attention on and off, but...
The one about this press conference for me is when Canelo's been developing his English a lot, but since it's Mexican fighter, he's been speaking more Spanish in all the interviews and press conferences, which I don't understand, so it's a little less entertaining when you don't understand the language.
Yeah.
But like, I guess his next fight would be versus Benavidez maybe. So maybe that's Spanish too. I don't know. I like him. I want to hear him speaking English more because he's funny.
I don't think he fights Benavidez. But not good. I hope that he speaks English and shit. He has been working on it. I thought it was so funny though because Canelo's a good ass fighter.
Yeah.
And in the press conference, like, Oscar was talking shit to him. And keep in mind, bro, he's talking shit and Canelo's right here. Like, bro, he can reach out and touch him, you know?
Yeah.
And he's, like, talking shit about him. And then when he's, like, put some fucking respect on my name. And, like, looked at him and then kind of, like, finished his conversation. And then when Oscar went to go sit down, now Canelo's standing up. And security's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. But in my head, I'm like, bro, you literally could have touched him. The whole time. Like,
well, obviously Canelo would fuck up Oscar. You don't think so? You think Oscar would take it?
I don't think he would beat him up or anything. I don't think it would be an ass whooping like you think.
Just mid press conference, you just...
Because this ain't a boxing fight, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And Oscar's probably pumped up off the jazz.
Bro, I guarantee you Oscar's got a fucking cycle going. He looks, no homo, he looks good.
Yeah, I haven't seen him.
He posted a picture with the shirt off like a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, this fool's on cycle.
Testosterone and
Not
drugs.
saying that makes him a good fighter or anything, but Takes one, my boy. I don't think Oscar's scared. He's bigger than Canelo too.
That's true. And he's on a good
Canelo
run.
would whoop his ass.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, I don't think
he's not scared.
He's not scared,
yeah.
You know?
Speaking of drugs.
Bro! For real.
I don't feel like he was.
Conspiracy theory.
I don't think he was.
This is what I was saying earlier. If you test clean every single day and then you pop for steroids the day before, I'll tell you right now, like, if you gave me HGH, a growth hormone, and I inject it into my veins right now, it's not going to affect my performance tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know? That shit takes time. Like, it's not even worth getting caught at that point, you know?
Uh-huh.
Like, that type of stuff takes time.
Yeah. You think it was tampered with?
No, he's being set up for sure, bro.
Yeah, bro.
For sure.
It doesn't make any sense.
It makes no sense. It makes zero sense at all.
I saw that and I thought it was fake, and it was all over my Instagram feed yesterday, and I was like, no way. Like...
Yeah, I think it's fake, bro. Because, like I said, even if it's real, it's like, there's no benefit to taking steroids the day before.
Because you got all the tests were negative leading up to it, just the one the day before?
The day before and the day
Doesn't make any sense.
Makes no sense at all.
Yeah.
There's zero benefit.
Unless that drug is like something that, I don't know what it is.
I feel like the only drug that would affect you overnight would be the one that TJ Dillashaw was doing, OPO.
Really?
Or OP, whatever.
OPO? The CEO of... Oh, wait, no, that's Kamaru.
Yeah, well, because they fucking... basically what they do is they pull your blood out. They put a bunch of fucking oxygen into it.
Oh, okay.
And then they put your blood back in. So your fucking cardio's like through the roof, bro.
Yeah.
You take a deep breath and you're fresh.
Yeah.
Fresh.
Uh-huh.
You know?
I get it, yeah.
But
it was
an
Ostra...
We
should look it up.
He said he got it from eating or taking ashwagandha, which is
That's what Ryan said?
Yeah.
Yeah. For its muscle gain, physical performance enhancement, and bone mass preservation.
Yeah.
How would that help in
on
one day?
No way. Like, it kind of pisses me off. And that's why boxing makes me so mad. It's because it's so corrupt.
It is, huh?
It's so corrupt, bro. Everyone's a champion.
There's 8 belts for fucking each division from 5 different companies.
And the thing is like each organization has different weight classes, which allows the weight classes to be 2 pounds apart.
Yeah, seriously.
3 pounds apart. And there's a different champ.
It's like 140, 141, 143,
it's
146.
like 140 champ and the 142.5 champ. Super fight. And it's like, it's not a super fight. It's the number 1 contender versus the number, like.
Yeah, bro.
But anyway,
maybe one day they'll be able to, make it all unified like the UFC and just.
But in the same breath, though, that's what makes boxing pay so much bigger. Because imagine if PFL and Bellator and ONE were all on the same level as the UFC, as far as viewership goes.
Yeah.
And PFL said, "Hey, I'm gonna pay you $5 million for this fight," and the UFC's paying you $500,000. Come fight for me. And you're John Jones, and you're like, okay, there's no difference for me. I'm gonna earn the same pay-per-view points.
Yeah.
So you go over there and like, whoa, we'll pay you $6 million. And then that's when shit starts going, you know. But because the UFC's so dominant,
that's true.
It's like, okay, go fight for PFL.
Yeah,
fight in the fucking... That's not even the B League, the C League.
Yeah.
There's not even a B League. The gap's so big,
It is, yeah. What even is the main boxing one? Is it WBA?
There's 4 of them. So there's
like
the
WBA, WBC.
There's a handful. I don't want to sound like an idiot.
Yeah.
But I want to say there's like 4 or 5 of them. WBC is obviously one of them. That's like the biggest one. I feel like that's like the...
Which one?
Premier, WBC.
Okay.
I feel like that's the premier one. But there's a handful of them.
We don't know shit.
But it just doesn't... Yeah, it doesn't compare. Because although I love... Like, I have Bellator fighters and ONE fighters and PFL fighters that I love watching. And I'll tune in for their fights. But outside of that, like, I don't know anybody else.
None of them.
You know? Like in Bellator, I knew MVP, I knew Michael Page, I knew the Pitbull brothers, I knew Douglas Lima. Anyone else that I can name came from the UFC.
Exactly.
So I was just, it's not the same.
It's not, yeah.
What would you rather have?
What?
Would you rather have an organization that dominates but gets slandered for underpay? Or have a boxing world where everyone gets paid but it's a little bit corrupt?
I would rather have the more structured like the UFC. It just makes more sense because then it's always the number ones going against the number ones.
And don't get me wrong, Dana White makes some wing it decisions. Like he'll throw in fucking Brock Lesnar out of nowhere. But outside of those one-offs here and there, you're pretty much always fighting the best guy.
Yeah, exactly.
So, UFC.
Would you go with that as well, that structure?
I would, as far as like what's best for the sport. Yeah. But obviously it'd be dope to see fucking Conor McGregor bagging. Fucking Canelo's making $350. Or 35
base.
million. 35 million base pay.
Yeah.
Plus pay-per-view.
How much do you think McGregor earns a fight? He's got to at least get 10 mil base.
He's probably getting like 10 mil.
With pay-per-view? With pay-per-view?
With pay-per-view, bro.
That's crazy. Why is my phone?
Let's just say McGregor makes 15 million a fight. I feel like every McGregor fight's bigger than every Canelo fight I've seen.
There is a lot of boxing fans.
Outside of the Triple G fights. The Bivol fight.
There is
Floyd.
Boxing, I feel like the fans are different though. Because they buy every fucking Canelo pay-per-view.
I feel like boxing...
It's like Cinco de Mayo to them.
They're like divided into nations. Like I feel like in boxing...
It's like the Philippines are buying Pacquiao.
They fucking... Like, bro, I feel like in boxing, your race
rides
die for you, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, and it's different. Like in UFC, like you got freaking Marab, who's an honorary Mexican now.
Trying to fight at the spear. So I'll fight for my people, as Mexican people. I'm like, dude. That guy's funny as fuck. I got Sean O'Malley. That's way down the line. Alright.
You got a Derek Lewis fight night coming up. This is a freaking sleeper card. Because we were looking at it earlier and we were like,
And then you see the names. You start seeing the people.
And you're like, yo, this is...
I want to watch that guy fight. I want to watch that guy fight.
I'm like, yo, this is low-key better than 301.
Low-key it is, huh?
It's low-key better than 301. So for this card, you have Derek Lewis. You have Derek Lewis versus Rodrigo Nascimento. Derek Lewis
came on a skid.
Kind of on a skid. I think he's coming off a W though, right? Let me see. Oh no, he's coming off an L to Jolton Almeida.
Oh yeah, where he just got fucking pounded on the ground.
Yeah, so
he's coming off like 3 or 4 L's.
he has like a dub or two sprinkled in there, but I feel like he just took a really big step down with this one.
Oh, for sure.
And the reason I bring that up is because for me, this is you gotta win this fight. If Derek Lewis doesn't win this fight, I'm picking...
He's still a big name, but
this one devalues him a lot.
Yeah.
If he loses.
Yeah.
Because this guy's not ranked. So I think Derek Lewis gets it done from experience. But when I'm also looking at this, and you get a guy that's 11-1 in heavyweight in the UFC. You know?
I think that Derek Lewis gets it done. He's 27-12. That just sounds like a nice number.
And this guy hasn't lost since 2020. It's been almost 4 years since he's lost.
I don't think Derek Lewis has won since 2020.
But check it. He lost to Chris, this guy right here, Chris Diukis or whatever.
Just kidding. Sorry, Derek Lewis.
But I got Derek Lewis. I got Derek Lewis by nasty knockout.
I got Derek Lewis as well.
On some Texas shit.
On some Texas shit. The Texas native.
Second fight. Alonzo Menfield versus Carlos Ulberg. Ulberg all day, bro.
Yep.
He fights over there in New Zealand.
Yeah.
With the boys.
New Zealand or Australia?
I'm pretty sure he fights out of New Zealand, no? With Izzy and them?
I think they fight out of Australia.
Oh, they all fought in Australia, huh?
I don't know. With fucking they fight with Eugene.
Yeah. But I like him a lot.
Mm-hmm. He's exciting to watch.
And I feel like he's just more fluid and more skilled than Alonzo. Alonzo's the fucking favorite for whatever reason.
Is he really?
He is. But
I got Bruno.
This third fight. Alright, if you're a real one, this one's gonna break you up. Alex Caceres versus Sean Woodson. Neither of these guys are off the charts phenomenal. Alex Caceres has been in the UFC for a long time. His nickname is Bruce Lee. He's 21-14. He takes L's, he takes W's, but all of his fights are exciting. Sean Woodson is 11-1-1. Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen him fight?
I have, yeah. Wasn't his last fight the one where
Fool's built like
where they were I forgot who was fighting. Who was he fighting where they raised the wrong guy's hand?
Was that
and
him?
Then DC walked over and he's like, "No, you won."
No, I don't think that was him.
Yeah, it was him, bro.
Was it him?
I'm pretty sure. Isn't it the guy with the yeah, bro, with the
against Jourdain?
Yeah, versus Jourdain. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Versus Charles Jourdain.
Yeah. Yeah, but Sean Woodson, I've been following him since he got in the UFC.
He's the one with the big ass head.
And he's long, and he's built weird.
He's built weird.
He's built like Mike Wazowski. Long ass legs, little torso, and just a big head. Like, but but he's really fun to watch. He's a really good striker. Mm-hmm. Alex Caceres, I feel like he's at a point in his career where he knows he's not going to get cut.
Yeah.
But he knows he's not going to be champ. Mm-hmm. So he also just don't give a fuck, you know?
Yeah.
And that's why I love this fight so much. I think it's going to be exciting. I got Sean Woodson by finish.
I can get on that train.
Sean Woodson by finish. Couple more fights before we finish this up. Fight after that is going to be Waldo Cortez Acosta versus Robelis de Spain. We did a reel on Robelis de Spain, and the last time we predicted this fight, it was true to a fucking T, bro.
First round.
This guy obliterates everyone. He's 5-0, 5 finishes.
All in the first
round.
1 minute total.
Bro, his average fight time is like fucking 20 seconds or something like that. 15 seconds. Like it's less than 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Average fight time.
That's why I'm gonna have to go with him. First round
knockout.
knockout.
Spain all day. First round knockout. I can't. Not that I can't wait. I mean, I hope I see him just first round knockout everyone to the title. That's sick. But I do want to see like someone take a shot. Someone shoot on him.
Yeah.
Do something. Yeah. You know.
Make it interesting.
Let's see what happens.
I'm sure a fight or two more and he'll start getting that top competition.
Yeah, but he's a Taekwondo bronze medalist, Olympic bronze medalist.
Yeah.
So and that shit ain't no joke at the Olympic level, bro.
Yeah.
So that shit's sick.
And then
3 more fights I want to go over. There's more fights on the card, but 3 fights I want to go over. Chase Hooper. He's coming back.
Ben Askren's son.
He's fighting somebody, I can't even pronounce their name, but they're 7-3. Chase Hooper moved up in weight. He used to be a 145 pounder.
Oh, he's fighting lightweight.
He fought lightweight his last fight and won. Mm-hmm. He actually fought Caceres as well and won that fight, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, he's going up to lightweight. This is his second fight at lightweight. I like it for him. I think he's young, especially when you're young like that, filling out your body. When you're sucking too much weight down, you're not giving your body the chance to perform at its peak ability. Mm-hmm. Weight cutting.
How old is he? Like 24.
He's probably like 22 now, bro.
Oh, really?
He's young.
Yeah.
Maybe even younger. So I'm excited for that.
24.
24?
Yeah.
Next one's Terrence McKinney versus Esteban. I don't even want to pronounce his last name, but
Robotics.
Terrence McKinney came in super hot to the UFC.
He did, yeah.
And then just caught a handful of L's, bro.
Yeah. Who did he lose to?
That nasty knee, bro. That knockout.
Oh yeah.
Dirty as
nasty.
Fuck. He is coming off of 2 wins though. 2 first-round knockouts actually.
Just make it 3.
He's coming off 3 first-round finishes, but he also lost to Drew Dober.
That was it.
Wait, there's a loss in there that's not showing. Oh, actually, no, it's showing. My bad. Damn, he fought hella in 23. I had to hit click more. This fool fought 4 times in 23.
Damn. Isn't that
He
bad?
went 2-2 though. Got knocked out, got choked out, and then went on a 3-fight win streak. All first round KOs. So, that's going to be a good one. Terrence McKinney, solid. You want to know how I found out about Terrence McKinney? So, one of my teammates in college, his name was Jesse, he was our 125 pounder.
Yeah.
I guess Terrence McKinney's from a local area.
Yeah.
But when he first started in the UFC, he would always hit me and be like, bro, this is that guy. Like, that's that guy. Keep an eye on him. So that's how I know Terrence McKinney. That's why I have like a little attachment to him.
Yeah, a little bias.
Yeah, but hopefully he
Hopefully
wins.
gets it done.
Last one, Tabitha Ricci versus Tisha Torres.
She's kind of local, isn't she?
Tabitha, she's from
Oxnard?
Oxnard,
yeah.
She's from Oxnard. They call her Baby Shark.
Yeah, Baby Shark.
So Baby Shark versus Tisha Torres. Tisha Torres is no joke though.
She's not.
She's solid, bro.
Yeah.
She's been at the top of the division for
What's
a long time.
What's her nickname? It's like fucking...
Isn't she married now?
The Tiny Tornado, that was it.
Tornado, yeah.
I don't know how to call this one. I might just go with Baby Shark.
I'm gonna go with Baby Shark on this one. I think she's younger. I think she's bigger. I think she wants it more. I think she's seen more of Tisha Torres, and Tisha Torres has seen of her. And age is a real thing, you know. Tisha Torres, she's 34 years old. Girls prime out a lot earlier than guys do. You know, girls prime out at 25.
That's insane.
Younger, typically.
Yeah.
So...
It sucks to be you guys.
Yeah, would hate to be a female. But Tabitha, she is... Let's see how old she is. She's a year older than us. 28, 29. 29 years old right now. So, she's kind of washed up too, huh?
Just old fucks.
But I mean, I don't know. Game of inches. I got Tabitha.
Me too.
So,
Decision.
There's very few females that I'll pick a finish on.
Amanda Nunes.
Finish. All day.
Yeah.
Valentina Shevchenko. Finish.
She's gonna win her next fight.
I don't know about that. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Oh yeah, no. Before we end it, I saw that pink belt right there. You told me to ask you about it. I mean,
Yes. We got this real quick.
Is it for me?
It can be. So this pink belt, right? So I work for a company here in town who takes pride in training. They always want to make sure we're training, getting better, things like that.
Oh, okay.
So I go to this training in LA, right?
Yeah.
This guy's name is Dave Anderson. He has a ton of good books, by the way. If you look over there, I have some Dave Anderson books over there, or John Gordon books.
I see Dave Anderson.
But super cool stuff. I have a ton of Dave Anderson books, but he did a form of martial art. Where in the ranking system for the belts, red was before black.
Okay.
So he always says have a red belt mentality, like never feel like you've made it. Always feel like you're right there. Like you want to work like you're right there. Like you're the guy, but you're not
they're still
the
next
guy.
level,
Like,
yeah.
you want to level up, but they're still. So he said one day, a red belt came into practice.
Yeah.
And they're doing their martial art or whatever. They're in practice. He was like, so the guy came in, and he was like, "Hey guys, like today I don't feel good. Like I'm kind of like I want to go light, like blah blah blah. Like I just don't feel good today."
Yeah.
And the coach was like, "Okay, no worries. Like we can do that. Start practice." He walks up to him, starts taking his belt off. He was like, "What are you doing?" Puts the pink belt on him. And he's like, "What are you doing?" He's all, "Oh," he's like, "The pink belt represents females who are on their menstrual cycle. So since you want to act like a bitch, you can wear the pink belt today." So I got this belt to remind myself to never be a bitch. And when shit gets hard, you gotta push through it anyway.
Alright.
That's why I like this, because so in his classes, he usually gives out a bunch of red belts and he signs them.
Yeah.
So everyone...
And does he bring a pink belt too?
Yeah, so he never gives this out. But I was like...
But he gave one to you?
I was like, "Can I have the pink belt?"
Oh, okay.
He's like, "You want the pink belt?" I was like, yeah, because he was handing out a bunch of red belts signed.
Yeah.
So everyone has it on their desk, like red belt mentality. Like I just work a little different from wrestling because like I work really well off negative reinforcement.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, you can have it. So I grabbed it and I was like, perfect. So I took it.
Why didn't you have him sign it?
I should have. I didn't think about it at the time, but it's just cool because this belt reminds me, don't be a pussy.
Yeah.
Like if you want to roll with the big dogs.
I wish it didn't mean that because it looks pretty cool.
It's tight though, huh?
Yeah, I like the pink.
It's a cool like meaning behind it.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's just so funny though. Like imagine being a.
You should bring it out, and then when people come over and they're acting like bitches, you just like wrap it around them.
I'm just like, here.
No, you just come up to them and wrap it around them. That's hard.
Yeah. That's just so fucking funny. I don't feel good today. I don't want to practice. No worries.
Why are you even showing up then?
I said, what are you doing? I'm just giving you.
Why didn't he just not show up?
This is for females on their menstrual cycle. Since you want to act like a bitch. You can wear the pink.
We're hating on women in this episode.
we love
women.
We did that last time. I was like, are you serious?
Just make sure you clean this up next time.
You better clean that shit on the way up.
This is trash. No, I'll clean it, bro.
Alright guys, we are out of here, episode number 34. Thank you guys, we appreciate you guys as always. Like, follow, subscribe, especially on YouTube. That's going to help us out a ton. I'm Baby Joe.
Sammy Fresh Cuts.
Sammy Freshy. Episode 34.